the RPM stands for resist political manipulation, and you will fall victim to at least the attempt to manipulate you with politics. And everybody that loves politics, that are choosing sides in this weak ass idea of democracy, which is my rule. Nobody should be okay with that. It's not freedom if a majority can push you into some shit you don't agree with or understand or like or need. So stop praising that shit. But the right wing says that the left wing is full of shit, and they intend on using the guise of politics and government to actually do some bad shit that we don't want or need or should not allow. So the right wing wants to keep the left wing from doing their left wing shit, and then vice versa to the other side. And I happen to agree with them. I agree with all of them that politics will be used on the left and right fucking side to manipulate you into some shit that you don't want, need, understand, or agree with. So let's get that straight. Fuck the both of y'all. Don't never assume that when I say let's go Brandon that I actually support Trump. Both of them are some gun-hating bitches, and I don't like either one of them. Trump said, fuck your bump stock, and I like take the guns first, due process second. That's what Trump said. So because of that, I don't have to fucking like him, and I don't. And that's one of many reasons why I do not vibe with him off of what he says, more or less about what he stands for. Okay? We can go deep into that. From no angle on any level do I support Trump. And I will still say loud and proud, let's go Brandon, because I don't like that jerk either. I don't have to like nobody, and I don't like them. And I got real reasons, thorough reasons, to not like either one of them. JB hates guns. We've been watching him do this. He said that there will be an assault weapons ban if he can do that. That's exactly what he wants to do, and he aims to do it, and he's not gonna stop until he gets it. So, needless to say, fuck JB. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah, let's go, Brandon. You come get this shit. You not gonna come get it. You not gonna put on no boots and go get shit to come get shit from nobody. You jackass. All this courage for you to say these things that you don't have to do. That's part of the problem with the way the system is. If you prop somebody up and say you're well protected, you don't got to go do shit. What do you think needs to be done? People will say some shit that they go, hey, I don't want to go do that shit. But fuck that. This is where you see what the reality really is. If you vote for JB and you like him and you like all this gun shit and you voted for him, your vote should be get taken into the fucking gun grab. You go get it. If you voted for him, you got to go get them guns with him. Now, do you mean it? Nah, you don't mean that shit. Stop saying it, bro. Y'all be saying a whole bunch of shit expecting for somebody else to go do it. All this government shit is a whole bunch of silly ass, power hungry people jockeying for position so they can force the system to go do a whole bunch of shit that they don't want to do, that they can't do, so that you can live at the expense of somebody else through taxation about whatever your favorite politician wants to tax people about. Man, shut the fuck up. Now, YouTube, ban that. Shut the fuck up with that bullshit. I don't have to like none of y'all shit, man. Y'all mad that I don't like that shit? Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Who y'all think y'all talking to? A bunch of kids? Like y'all not talking to no grown-ass people? I'm a grown-ass fucking man. And if I don't fucking like broccoli, motherfucker, you can't make me eat it. And I don't care how beneficial it is. All this fucking forceful government bullshit and all this censorship and shit. Shut the fuck up. Censor your damn self. Do you realize what you're doing and saying? All these oath violations and all this shit with this gun hate, man, get the fuck out of my life with that dumb shit. All y'all do is force shit, talk shit, and you can eat shit, if you ask me. The fuck out of here with all your shit. I don't have to like you. Damn. Now, as long as I say I don't like JB, but I support the Orange Man, then all of a sudden somehow people go, hey, oh, okay. But when I say fuck both of them, fuck the whole damn thing, then y'all look at me like I'm strange. I don't have to like one or the other, man. Y'all ass bugging. All this censorship and all this dumbass shit needs to go. Now, as soon as you even mention at all a certain group of people with a certain religious influence on the world and a certain history of tragedy because of what happened to them across the pond during World War II, okay, some funny shit happened. All right, that's not cool. But if I say, even myself as a black man, that I don't vibe with Black Lives Matter, who the hell takes that as me saying that I don't like black folks? Stop being fucking ridiculous. I don't have to like Black Lives Matter or the shit that they do or talk about. While still, I can be very supportive, of course, of myself being black and all black people and whatever is really happening to us and where it really comes from. I can stick up for that to go, but I don't like Black Lives Matter and what they doing and where they come from and what they really on. I don't gotta like that shit. And a white man don't gotta like it either. That don't mean that he against all black people because he don't vibe with the fucking flavor of activism that comes behind this bullshit Black Lives Matter bullshit, man. This the problem is, man. Y'all let a whole lot of grown ass people play these childish games with y'all while they make serious choices, decisions, and influence on the world. Then they tell you don't mention certain things or say certain things about certain people. It is not my fault that a certain religious group of people, two different, presumably different religious groups of people, got together way back in the fucking day and said the sun is the center of our solar system, and because of that, we are going to readjust time, what we call a calendar, and how we manage and track time. And those same people said, here is a language that we're going to call the English language, and it's going to have a certain rhythm, rhyme, and purpose to it, because we don't do anything arbitrarily. We mean this shit. We mean it sincerely, and we're bringing all the energy and validity and power behind our religious affiliations and convictions. We're bringing all that with everything that we do when we are trying to take our own shit seriously. And that includes whatever religious or cultural influence was behind the development of the heliocentric model, the English language, and that Gregorian calendar. Period. And when I say these things, and somehow that comes off as anti whoever the hell, how the fuck is it anti when I'm telling you that you should take their influence seriously? You should take what they do seriously because they serious people. And they got a deep, meaningful, spiritual awareness and intentions behind the things that they do. To me, I say you anti these people if you don't respect what it is that they do, what they intend to do, how well crafted it is, and how serious their spirituality is behind these things. These motherfuckers said, and I believe it to be true upon studying what it is that they got going on, that God created the reality or the world through letters and numbers and sounds. It's just not my fault that this shit happens to be true, man. I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with pointing this out. That some people got together and developed these things, and that we take them serious about everything else that they ever do. So when I say they did these things too, so take it serious, and people go, you are anti-Semitic. Anti my dick. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. It's not anti-Semitic to point out the things that they influence and what they do, and then go, good job. I'm going to look that up. Syntax, I'm going to look that up. I'm going to see what's up with that. I heard the word before, and I'm not quite sure offhand what that implies or what that alludes to, but I'm going to check it out and see what's going on. But if you know me enough, if you know my kids, for example, if you knew their names, their birthdays, and you understand what I was on. If I rose to any level of power or influence about anything, and then all of a sudden, the things that I set into place seem to repetitively reflect upon events that happen in my kids' life, their birthdays, later on down in history, and 200 years after they are way long gone, that their entire life, birth, events, and even their death seems to be reflected in something that I set up. You would say, Trey set that shit up. This looks like what he did throughout his life. It resembles his children's lives and the influence that they had. And 200 years later, look at these things consistently lining up. Not just lining up in something somebody else did, but lining up in something that I fucking took pride in, putting my heart and soul into developing. If I did that and you kept seeing a repetitive reflection or salute or paying homage to my kids, my life, and my shit, you would say, look at Trey's shit still fucking going. That's what you would say. And who the fuck will call you wrong by looking at some shit I did and then seeing a reflection of shit that I did in the shit that I did? Fucking stop that bullshit, man. Stop that dumbass shit, man. Say what the fuck I want. And if I'm wrong with drawing the connection, to say that these things aren't connected. But when I say that I think that maybe they connected, and then I'll show you how they are saying that there's a connection to be found, I don't know why the fuck I'm wrong for seeing it. See? Because they want you to shut the fuck up. Because they want to do this shit, then they don't want credit for it because they don't want to. They don't want it to appear to be something negative. But you can't even say when your birthday is or what time it is, even in military time, because that has a purpose or a meaning. There's a whole mathematical repetitious pattern that you can find in the fact that there's 108 double stitches on a baseball. You can look at the baseball diamond, the shape of it. Who developed the game of baseball? And then you look at other things that are supposedly round, spherical. They have a 108 repetitious pattern to it. The number of moons between the number of the diameter of the moon. If you take that, how many times between the Earth and the moon do you get? Or between the Earth and the sun, do you get how many suns? Or how many Earths? Earth, not suns. Earth's diameter between us and the sun. Bro, if these numbers keep on matching up, then I'm going to say, was the guy that developed the game of baseball aware of this, and then he put 108 double stitches on a fucking baseball to salute the numbers in this astrological shit that I'm pointing to? If I find that shit, and it seems to match up and keep on repeating itself in that way, and the guy who developed the game of baseball is aware of these things, I'm going to pay him respect. I'm not pointing fingers or blaming him for something. I'm going to pay respect that whatever spiritual identification that this guy may have had, if he intended to apply those things to a very serious game of baseball that he tried to give to the world, if the two things coincide and he meant that spiritual influence by putting 108 double stitches on a fucking baseball, I'm going to notice it and then salute him and then respect the game of baseball for not just being a game, but to be a spiritual intention put forth by whoever developed the game of fucking baseball, to pay respect to his own spirituality and religion and his knowledge of those things, that maybe it wasn't arbitrary that he put 108 double stitches on a fucking baseball. I'm going to say that shit and not give a fuck about what somebody implies. I'm not blaming shit. I'm not blaming nothing. Just like you can't blame me for what another black man does. What if I don't know or agree with anything he says? On a spiritual level, on a social level. Me being black don't mean I agree with him. And y'all know that that's not what the fuck it means. Because y'all point to black on black crime to say that regardless of what the fuck the skin color is, I as a black man may be willing to justifiably or unjustifiably kill another fucking black man. Y'all see that the boundaries don't even last between us, right? I couldn't imagine or assume that the boundaries would stay completely solid and 100% consistent between two Christians, because they got how many denominations, so stop playing. Of course I can't say all Christians blank. What? Believe in Jesus? That's as far as it goes. Look at how many denominations they got going on. Not all Christians can even be labeled as being all Christian in the same fucking way. I cannot mean all of them. It doesn't make any sense. I would never attempt to say all of nobody about nothing. But what I can say is, whoever did X, Y, Z must have had spiritual and religious, direct and specific and intentional purposes behind some of the stuff they did. That don't mean all of them are aware of it or in on it or even care. Get the fuck out of my life with this dumb shit. All this petty ass bullshit ass anti-Semitic. I mean, y'all better grow the fuck up around here. I'm gonna make you grow up, because I'm not gonna let you run that shit past me. It's not anti-Semitic to say that somebody with those beliefs may be using those beliefs to propel their energy or intentions in their endeavors. As a matter of fucking fact, if you are religious and you're a Christian and you do things and you do not consider your God, your philosophies, your religion, and your shit, when you do that, why are you not doing everything you do in the name of your God? You fucking soft ass weirdo. If you believe that shit, then carry it everywhere. And I respect every culture and religion enough to believe that if you are a Christian and you have climbed the mountain of economic rat racing and you've succeeded, I bet you when you get up there, you thank God. I'm only going to assume. I don't need to hear you say it. Ain't nobody going to be able to talk me out of it. I am damn fucking sure that even in privacy, you go, thank you, Jesus, for my success in these financial endeavors to take care of myself and my family. Only through your praise and through your glory and through your recognition could I achieve these things. Yada, yada, yada. They going to think they fucking Jesus. Stop playing with me. So if anybody in any high upper echelon of achievement of any fucking thing in this world also has a spiritual history or anything they attach themselves to, I'm going to believe that you have attached your spirituality to your achievement of what it is that you have fucking achieved. Who developed the fucking English language? Did they think they're fucking God for their achievements and manifesting the English language and then having it sprawl across the earth in such a way that you cannot do economic business without knowing the English language or getting involved with somebody that does know the English language, and then you also need that petrodollar with English words on it. Y'all mad that I'm putting that shit together? Get the fuck out my face with that shit. And I'm sorry to be so aggressive, but goddamn, for real, we gotta explain this shit to grown ass people that want to be respected as grown people. Man, y'all better get the fuck up out of here with that shit. Run that dumb shit on children. You're not gonna run it on me. I will not yield out of fear of being considered anti-Semitic because I believe that their spirituality is not a fucking game, and when they do shit, they mean it. I think you're anti-Semitic is that they do to influence anything, and then you want me to believe, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Let me squash this real quick and end this fucking live because I got a YouTube playing in the background. They're going to give me full copyright.